So let's talk about your starting guitar player. You're just getting into the pedal game, and what are the essentials? I was there at one time, and there are basic pedal groups that will get you by plenty well. So probably the most important is just having a tuner, just a pedal tuner like a Polytune or a Boss tuner, just so that you can tune quietly on stage. But as far as effects go, just having a basic overdrive definitely helps, especially considering or depending on how clean your amp is, how dirty you run it. There's only so many different kinds of pedal styles when it comes to overdrives. There's a lot of pedals that have different names, but they're essentially tube screamers or a different take on it. So I'd recommend just getting a basic overdrive like a tube screamer or something similar. Something that sounds somewhat like your amp if you like your amp, and just it gets you that dirt when you need it. After overdrive, I would say just a real basic delay pedal for worship, since most worship songs have some sort of delay, even if it's a small amount. It doesn't have to be anything crazy or anything super expensive. I used a Boss DD7 for years. If you're going to do that, it helps to have like a tap tempo. So any delay with a tap tempo functionality is great, and that'll get you through any worship song, especially one that has a dotted eighth and a quarter feature. That will be plenty fine. After that, probably just a reverb, since a lot of songs seem to have a lot of reverb in the guitar tone. So again, you can get really basic with that. I mean, it could be, a TC Electronics Hall of Fame, or it could be, a Blue Sky or Big Sky, or it could be any reverb pedal that just has maybe one or two different reverbs built in, maybe something like a hall or plate, just that you can, is there when you need it. And from there, I would say after that is maybe just a distortion pedal, because the overdrive is not going to get you as much gain as a distortion is going to get you. They're just different, totally different effects. There are times when you would need that. So you don't have to overspend when it comes to pedals. Just pick something that sounds good, or buy some used pedals. Just use your ears to find what you like. But one thing you shouldn't cheapen out on are cables. You should get high quality cables, because I've been there before where a cable goes bad and pretty much your whole set's ruined because you don't have tone anymore. You don't have any sort of signal anymore. So definitely spend a little bit more on getting high quality cables, making sure they're secure, and they're nothing is noisy or nothing's gonna drop out. You're not gonna lose signal at any point. I'd also say just get a good power supply. Something that is obviously adequate power for all your pedals, but something where you're not relying on batteries, of course. But yeah, just get good pedals, or you don't have to overspend on pedals. Get pedals that sound good to you, and then just buy high quality cables so that you don't have any issues on stage or in a session, and get a good power supply.